Whew. Hello, everybody. My Chicago peeps. Y'all know, y'all know me as Marquisha Martin from the west side of Chicago, but I live here in Baltimore. I live here for 14 years. I just wanna tell everybody in Chicago, I miss y'all. I really do. People who grew up with me, people who went to high school with me, partied with me. I want to speak on self-acceptance, especially in the black community. Every day when I walk out the door, before I walk out the door, I recite the serenity prayer. God, grant me serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I learned that prayer when I first came to the rooms of NA, Narcotics Anonymous. Anyway, I recite that prayer to keep me calm, to keep me grounded. Growing up, I didn't accept myself. I didn't love myself. I was told, and people who grew up with me, who went to grammar school with me in high school, knew how I used to get teased and talked about. That shit didn't feel good. And for a long time, I thought I was crazy, ugly, skinny, dirty, because I didn't love myself. I didn't take a lot of pride in myself. But I did find solace in my academics and religion. You know, and as black women, black people, period, we struggle with that. I'm pretty sure all races struggle with that, but as black people, we struggle with that the most. We have what you call the Willie Lynch syndrome. When you get a chance, Google the Willie Lynch speech. The last name Lynch. The word lynching derives from the last name Willie Lynch, the guy who gave the speech to the slave owners in the plantation in Virginia, 1712. I'm gonna recheck my facts. So I like to have my facts straight. Anyway, when I think of self-acceptance now, I think of dealing with myself just as I am today. In my addiction, first of all, my drug of choice was marijuana and alcohol. A lot of y'all who grew up with me didn't know that. It didn't really resurface. I didn't pick up until 1998. I was 22 years old. I couldn't accept that I was the way I am. Moody, always had attitude. I was angry a lot. And I couldn't accept that. I wanted to be happy. Nobody respected me because I wasn't happy with myself. And I was saying, hurt people, and that is so true. Meaning, when a person's dealing with some unresolved issue, they misplace their anger out on the next person, especially those that are close to them. Yeah, you take you everywhere you go. The acceptance in the black community is like we have to feel better about ourselves in order for us to feel better about ourselves. Now, I'm guilty of this too. We have to talk about the next person. Look our nose down to the next person because of what they don't have or what they have. If they have something good, we talk about them, all that bitch next she all that. That bitch ugly, work for the people that, or with the black man, all that nigga think he all that because he got all the women. This nigga got money and this and that. He got car. He ain't got nothing. Well, look, you think with a black president in office, our thoughts and our views and our perspectives would change. We need to stop tearing each other down and learn to be happy and content with ourselves. Stop being so jealous and envious of each other. It gets on my nerves. I don't like that. And I can honestly say I did it too. But I learned we all have God-given gifts and talents that we can offer the world. I know I did. And guess what? I re-embraced it, if there's a such word. um, we relearn to accept ourselves just as we are. You feel better about yourself. And when you learn to trust the higher power, I don't care if you call him Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah. You can say God in so many languages. It's all the same to me. When you have that entity in your life, it works wonders. And I'm a living testimony to that. And I'm not just talking, I'm not just acting. At 38 years old, I realized some things. Black men, real talk, we need you. We need you to accept yourself and stop competing with other guys. Stop stabbing each other. Black people stop stabbing each other in the back. Especially women. The same thing she has. She has good things. You can get those qualities too. You gotta work for them. But you have to ask yourself, what did they have to go through to get where they at today? You have all the money in the world. You can have all the degrees in the world. Be very book smart. Be very savvy with computers and books and psychology and philosophy. But are you happy with yourself? Are you content? That's something you have to think about. And another thing I learned. Be careful who you treat bad. Be careful who you talk down to. Because the same people you're talking down to and look at your nose at are the same people you're going to need when you're down. Let me say that again. The same people you're looking your nose down at are the same people you're going to need in the end. The same people you meet going up, the same people you're going to meet going down. So being in the hood, I can't rise above my situation. I'm in the hood. The system holding me down. No, the system is not holding you down. The white man is not holding you down. Stop it. Stop blaming the white man. Blame yourself for not putting forth the effort. I really didn't want to make this video. I really didn't want to talk, but I had to say what's on my mind. But I have to share honestly. In my experience, I had to talk about somebody to make myself feel good. But at the end, I felt shit. I felt like shit. I had to ask myself, what did I get out of it? I felt good for a moment. That gratification felt good to talk about somebody. But at the end, what am I doing with my life that's so perfect? I gotta look my nose down at that person. That's something you have to think about. Black people, please. Let's come together. Because we under surveillance 24/7. Everywhere we go, they're watching us. There's no respect for our African race, our Asiatic race, from other cultures. They look at us. They look their nose down at us. And I understand why now. I understand. We have a rich history, y'all. We do. My 6-year-old daughter could tell you who invented the traffic light, the gas mask, and who was the first black woman millionaire. And she could also tell you who Dr. Daniel Hale Williams is, and she's 6 years old. Now, mind you, look, this is my 2-bedroom apartment. This is my living room. It's not in order, but I'm gonna get it together tomorrow. I'm just being who I really am. Today, I'm sincere. In my motives, I check my motives. Like people, please check your motives. Don't do something for somebody, then turn around and throw it back in their face, because that's not a good feeling. How would you like if somebody did you that way? You get back what you dish out. So check your motives. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be okay, y'all. You just gotta stay encouraged. You gotta stay strong in the higher power. And we just gotta learn to unify. That's all. Stop being so intolerant toward each other. One thing I learned in this process, we may not agree with we may not agree with each other on certain things. But at least one thing I can say about us black people, we do unify when it comes to certain issues. When it comes to issues, we can relate. We all more alike than we are different. We all come from a rich history. And I'm proud to say that. I'm a proud black woman. Be proud of who you are. Be who you really are. People may not like you, but that's okay. As long as you find with fear. Because I know what? I can only speak for me. I'm good with me today. 19 years ago, I didn't like myself. 20 years ago, I didn't like myself. Told y'all, from people who went to school, went to Austin High School with me, they'll tell you, they used to talk about me like a dog. Even when I performed in assembly, they talked about me and booed me. That's okay, but thank y'all. That's just another thing. But for all the people who talked about me like a dog, guess what? Thank you. Thank you. Because today it made me strong. It didn't break me. It only made me a strong black woman. So next time somebody talk about you, guess what? Smile. If you speak and they don't speak back, hey, don't get mad. Maybe they're going through something. Let people be where they are. And they come around eventually. That's all. Y'all stay blessed. I, my Chicago peoples, comment if y'all feel I said anything wrong. Comment. If you have an opinion, comment. I'm open. I'm willing to take suggestions. I'm not afraid of criticism anymore. But it's all good. Y'all stay blessed and y'all stay encouraged.